Everybody? Thank you for tuning in to All About Vape's first ever YouTube review. Today I'm bringing you something awesome. It's a new tank. It's called the Krixus tank, made by Horizon Tech. It has a fully ceramic and tungsten coil. The only thing you have to do to it is re-wick it. The coil is supposed to last up to 6 months. Fantastic little tank. I've been vaping on for about 2 weeks now. Awesome flavor in it. Really easy to wick once you figured out the little tricks to it. So let's dive in and take a look at the tank. Alright, so here's the tank here. One of them that they sent me is Krixus. Out the top here. Take this off. It's got the little authenticity scratch off there. Open it up. It's got this little instruction booklet here of how to re-wick it, how to burn it off. I suggest everybody read this. It's real short, real easy, explains a lot of stuff to you. Must read before you start re-wicking the coil here. Alright, so comes with replacement glass there in case you break yours. Hopefully you don't. Some backup O-rings. In case you want to change them to red or something happens to yours, you got plenty of O-rings there. A box of pre-cut Japanese cotton. The tank itself. There goes the tank there. Wide bore 510 drip tip on it. There's the drip tip there for everybody to see. Top fill tank holds up to 4 mils. Let's unscrew the top here. Wide filling holes, easy to refill even with 120 ml bottles. They're super easy to fill up. Unscrew the base here. So there's your glass piece there. To clean it, all you gotta do is unscrew it there. Really easy. Glass pops off, run it on some hot water, boom, she's clean. Alright, so there goes your base with your coil, what it looks like sitting in there. There's your coil there. So I'm going to grab right here and just unscrew. So there's your coil, what it looks like. Nothing out of the ordinary, pretty standard looking coil for the most part. To change out the cotton and re-wick it, all you do is you grab here and you grab here and you're just going to untwist it, pull out your cotton, burn off your coil, re-wick it, screw that back on, put it back in your tank, and you're good to go again. I'm not going to do it on this because I'm going to be giving this tank away. So here's your base here. Pretty standard base for a tank. One thing I do like about this on the base, it's got a quarter turn airflow. So the airflow doesn't continuously spin around, makes it a lot easier to get the base off. As you can see there, only a quarter turn from wide open to completely closed. So let's throw this tank back together and we'll dive into the coil. Alrighty, so again, here's the coil here. So all we're going to do is grab here, and if I don't slip off my hands here, just going to untwist, pull it out. Pull your cotton off. There's your coil there. So there's your top part. Alright, so to re-wick this, like I said earlier, it comes with a box of pre-cut Japanese cotton and little strips here. That's what they look like. I recommend keeping one of them as a template in case you need more. That way you can cut it to the exact size. Be really easy for you. Alright, so on this, start off, you're going to rip off one side of the rough layer to it, just one layer. So you got a rough side and you got a smooth side. Alright, so one thing, if you noticed, the coil, top part of the coil here screws on left hand. So we're going to make sure we wrap our cotton left hand. That way it doesn't undo our cotton when we try to screw on the top. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make sure our cotton, all the fibers are down. And we're going to go rough side in. Just find you a starting point and put your thumb there just to hold it there. And we want to make sure this is as tight as we can get it. Now, like I said, doing it your first time, it's a little tricky, but each time it gets easier and easier. I can do it off camera in about 5 minutes. So we're just gonna wrap it around here. And one thing I like to do is I'll take a little bit of juice and just dab it on there, just to get it all wet here. And the way it works is it'll be able to keep your cotton in place whenever you go screw the top on. So I'm just going to take my fingers here and come around it just a little bit, and you can see there the cotton sticks pretty well to it. So I'm going to take my top piece and my bottom piece here, and I'm going to put them on here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of pressure down as I screw down the top here, just until we get to the threads. There we go. And just screw it down. So there's your coil, all ready to go again. All you gotta do is put it in your tank, add juice, and you get back to vaping. Like I said, about 5 minutes off camera, I can have this done back in my tank and vaping again. Once you get used to it, it's really simple. So very easy to use. So here goes the Krixus tank here. Vaping on mine at 100 watts there. Like I said, awesome flavor. Goes all the way up to 160 and don't even feel like you're vaping on 160. Juice I'm using in it is the Shadow Artist. It's the Thundercat. It's a blueberry pomegranate juice. It's about a 80 VG 20 PG mixture. Does fantastic in this tank. Some of the cons that I have on this tank is it doesn't have a juice shutoff valve. So whenever you go fill your tank up, if you're about half full and you want to just top it off because you're going somewhere, you're gonna get a little bit of leaking and maybe a little bit of gurgling. But it's not anything to be alarmed about. It's very little. Usually stops within a minute or two if you're filling it up. It's no big deal. A couple of hits and she's not leaking anymore. But that's really the only cons I have on this tank for the most part. I love this tank. I've been vaping on it for about 2 weeks. Like I said, very good tank. As you can see it. At 100 watts, even just a real quick little hit does great. I recommend everybody pick one of these up. They're on pre-order right now for about 30 bucks online. So it's a very fair price. Nothing that's going to break the bank. If you're not into re-wicking your coils, I have been told they're coming out with pre-made coils. I'm not sure when they're going to hit the market. I'm not sure when exactly they're going to release this so that your local B&M can have it in stores. But but they are going to make pre-made coils for this, so that way if you don't want to re-wick, you just want to buy a coil, no big deal, they're going to have them. Like I said, very good tank, love it. Want to thank everybody for watching. I hope everybody stays safe and happy vaping.